Benjamin Woodroffe, Secretary-General, World Federation of International Music Competitions. The ArtsGames is the broadest possible competition I can imagine from what I've seen so far. I run the Federation of International Music Competitions. We're devoted to one aspect of what the ArtsGames is trying to achieve. We focus on the classical music discipline. And I find that there's enough amazing transition and exchange and knowledge transfer just within the classical music space running an international competition. I cannot imagine what's going to happen at the ArtsGames event, which has not only classical music, but 4 other disciplines. I just can't imagine how big and transformative this is going to be for those involved. One of the biggest attributes or outcomes I've seen from running international music competitions is the cultural exchange and the professional development, the personal development that happens when a young musician spends time with peers from around the world. The cross-cultural understanding, breaking down barriers, different interpretations of music that perhaps we all know and share, learning from one another, it helps you as an individual, especially if you're in the arts space, to grow, better understand yourself, better understand why you want to be an artist today, why you want to be a musician today. International musicians are going to have a career of traveling the world. So spending time with one another and exchanging and better understanding other cultures early on prepares you for a life of international touring and managing audiences and managing different cultures and feeding yourself, better knowing yourself as an outcome, prepared to step on any stage around the world. We specialize in competitions that are for highly trained amateur. When I say amateur, I mean straight from the Conservatory of Music, but before they've reached the stage where they have a professional agent or professional concert bookings. So we're dealing with highly trained, fresh out of tertiary institution level artists, on average about the age of 19, 20, 21. We're not dealing with professional musicians, we're dealing with those on the cusp of an international career. You can learn everything. Art is huge. Art is more than a technical skill. There are many musicians who can play notes. There are very few musicians who can play real music, who can be true artists, who can talk beyond their instrument and connect with audiences anywhere in the world. So what can we learn from other cultures through our art? We can learn everything. We can learn universal values, universal reasons to come together, universal reasons to draw out why we listen to music, to why we go to galleries, why we engage with the cultural arts that we do. The arts is beyond national boundaries. It's everything. I think we're going to see a much better understanding of parts of the world that perhaps we don't engage with on a regular basis. And I think right now that's crucial. I think it'll broaden our understanding of parts of the world that don't achieve prime time coverage that should. I think we're going to realize that the world is large, but cultures are not as different as we might think they are. Once you go, you connect, you find that humans are essentially the same all around the world.